They vanished. On Halloween night, no screams, no footprints, just the house, watching, and what's inside. Waits for anyone daring enough to enter. Halloween night is supposed to be a time for laughter, costumes, and candy. But in a small town in the USA, one Halloween in 1974 became something far darker, a night that locals would never forget, and a story that has haunted generations. This is the true tale of the Miller House haunting. The town was quiet, lined with maple trees glowing in the orange light of street lamps. Kids dressed as witches, ghosts, and superheroes ran through the streets, collecting candy and showing off their costumes. But at the edge of town stood a house that everyone avoided, the Miller House. It was old, Victorian, and shrouded in mystery. Windows were boarded, the paint was peeling, and a chain locked the front door. No one had lived there for years, or so they thought. Locals whispered stories about the family that once lived there. The Millers had vanished mysteriously, leaving behind toys, furniture, and even a carved pumpkin still burning on the porch one Halloween night. Many said that their spirits lingered, trapped by something sinister that no one could understand. On that fateful Halloween, something unusual happened. Children ran past the Miller House on their way to the town square, but a strange warm glow came from one of the attic windows. Music, faint, almost melodic, drifted through the air. Laughter echoed, but it wasn't coming from the kids outside. It came from inside the house. One daring teenager, curious and reckless, pressed his face to a crack in the boarded window. What he saw would haunt him forever. In the attic, children danced. The Millers, the family from years ago, appeared as if frozen in time. Their faces were smiling, their eyes glowing faintly in the candlelight. And standing in the corner was a doll. It wasn't ordinary. Its stitched grin seemed to widen every few seconds, and its head tilted as though it was watching everyone in the room. Neighbors called the police when the laughter continued past midnight. Officers arrived to investigate. What they found inside was chilling. The house was empty. No family, no children. No signs of anyone living there. Every room was untouched. Dust settled on the furniture, but the pumpkin on the porch was still burning, its candle untouched and flickering against the cold October wind. The teenager who peeked through the window swore he saw the doll move from the corner to the middle of the room, but by the time the officers arrived, it was back in the corner, perfectly still. For hours, police searched the house. They found no one. It was as if the laughter, the music, and the people inside had never existed. From that day on, the Miller House gained a reputation as the most haunted location in the town. Parents warned their children never to go near it, and even the bravest teenagers kept their distance. The doll is the centerpiece of the haunting. It's small, stitched and old, the kind of toy a child would hug tightly, but locals describe it as alive. The head tilts when no one is looking, the eyes follow intruders, and its smile seems to widen in the dark. Some believe it's a conduit, a vessel for the spirits of the Miller family. Others think it's a cursed object, left behind to trap anyone who dares enter the house. Whatever it is, no one has dared remove it. Every time the house changes ownership, the doll is mysteriously returned to the attic. Even today, the Miller House stands at the edge of town, boarded and chained, with a faint orange glow visible through one attic window on Halloween night. Visitors report seeing silhouettes of children dancing, hearing ghostly music, and glimpsing the doll in different parts of the attic. Paranormal experts recommend never entering the house alone, especially on Halloween. Those who have tried claim they can feel an oppressive presence, a mix of warmth and malice, as if the family is still celebrating their endless Halloween and inviting the living to join. Halloween is meant to be fun. Costumes, candy, and parties are all part of the celebration. But the story of the Miller House reminds us that some places hold memories darker than anyone can imagine. On that one night in 1974, the line between the living and the dead blurred.